Hello everyone! Welcome to Pampered Chef Live. My name is Sandy and I'm so happy that you're all here with us today. Also with us tonight is Erin, helping us with our chat and Q&A. Hi Erin!
Hey guys, so glad that you could join us tonight. Just a few pieces of housekeeping. Actually, this doesn't feel...
Something feels wrong.
Right.
Something feels wrong. I don't know.
Happy Fool's Day! That's our way of having a little fun tonight. This feels right?
Much better.
This feels better. I like to be here. Well, welcome guys. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I am the real Sandy, and I'm so excited to show you a really fun way to jazz up your Taco Tuesday, because it is Tuesday. So thanks for being here. Why don't you put in the chat, where are you guys joining from? We do have the real Erin over on the chat, and she does have some real housekeeping.
Yes, I'm the real Erin. Hi everyone, we're so happy that you're here with us tonight. Just a few housekeeping items. So if you're joining us on Facebook, we're so happy that you're here. Come join us on the Zoom though. You can interact with us in the chat, you can ask us questions in the Q&A, and you can be eligible for our giveaways tonight. We're giving away some of the exciting products that you'll see Sandy using tonight. So definitely go register, click on the link in the description of this post. Also, go ahead and check your email. We send out a little handout for each one of these events that'll have the featured products that we're using and the recipe that we're cooking. So you're definitely gonna wanna check that out and follow along with us. And at the end of the show, like I said, we're gonna have a Q&A. So make sure you use that Q&A function, submit all of your questions, and we'll get to them at the end. And last thing, sorry, one more. If that chat is going a little crazy on your phone, I understand, you can actually disable that. Just go and mute the notifications in the chat by clicking the arrow up at the top. All right, Sandy, back to you.
All right, thanks Erin. So what do you say?
Let's get cooking.
Okay guys, in the chat I want you to tell me if you guys usually have Taco Tuesday every week. Do you guys do a taco night? I think taco night is really cool because you can switch it up every week. You can make different types of tacos. They're super affordable. It's so much cheaper to have taco night at home. And this new recipe literally launched today, our barbecue chicken tacos. I think you might even have some of these ingredients already in your pantry for a quick, last-minute, delicious recipe. Oh, plus with taco night, you get all the leftovers too, and you could switch them up and use them in different ways. So again, this is our barbecue chicken tacos. We're gonna make it in the deluxe air fryer and oven. Put in the chat if you guys have our deluxe air fryer and oven. Are you loving it? What creations are you making? We need to go ahead and preheat this thing. It only takes 3 to 4 minutes to preheat, so it's pretty simple. But a quick refresher, if you have not seen the air fryer and oven, it has 2 separate compartments. The top is going to be your toaster oven. It also can make a whole pizza and it can bake. The bottom is going to be your traditional air fryer. It could also roast, it could dehydrate. They both have a reheat function, and you can even broil up top. So please put in the chat if you guys are loving this. It's also cool that these doors open separately too, which is really amazing. And we have just been having so much fun in the test kitchen, loving this thing. Okay, so we're gonna preheat this. First of all, I'm gonna set it to sync finish. I didn't mention it, but one of the amazing things about this air fryer is you can cook 2 different things in the 2 compartments and sync them so that they're done at the same time, even if they're at a different temperature, which is really cool. So the bottom oven is gonna be air fry for 20 minutes. And the top is gonna be custom at 425 for 25 minutes. Oopsies. All right, so we're gonna let that preheat just for a couple minutes and keep on going. We're gonna start with our veggies in the electric twist and chop. So this is just gonna call for 1 bell pepper and 1/2 of a red onion. I'm just gonna go ahead, cut this into big chunks. You could switch up the color of pepper. I think red is the prettiest. I'm gonna cut these into big chunks. Nothing too crazy. Okay. You're not going to want to miss this. The electric twist and chop goes so fast that if you blink, you might not see it. You don't want to overfill it. I might have to do it in 2 batches. That's okay. Do a little bit of this. So there's 2 different settings. There's just the start button. I like to do this for more smooth like puree consistency, and the pulse is for when you want to chop. Awesome. And you'll see that that blade, while it moves up and down to make sure everything is cut evenly. I also love that this blade, there's a little part for your finger to go in to lift it up. So you're keeping your fingers away from that blade. I love that. This is gonna go in with my corn. I have a couple cups of frozen corn. Let's add the rest.
Getting so much love in the chat for this twist and chop.
Yes,
People
I
are
know.
loving it.
I just got it at home, and I've been just loving it. I make a lot of like whipped Greek yogurt with like honey and nut butter. It's delish.
Ooh, yum.
That's it. And there's like so few rules to follow with the twist and chop. It's just put it in, don't put it past the kind of max line, and there you go. There's also a little pour spout, which is really nice. Okay, easy enough. So we've got our couple cups of corn, red pepper, and onion. I'm just gonna add about a half tablespoon of oil. We have our oil and vinegar dispenser, which you don't have to take out another measuring spoon. It's so cool. All you have to do is squeeze it, and there's measure markings to let you know how much you need. So, there we go, half a tablespoon. Who wants to dirty more dishes? Put that in the chat. No one's gonna say it. And then a teaspoon of our chipotle rub, which is gonna give it a really nice smoky flavor, a little bit of heat, but not too much. Right after we created this recipe, I saw a certain fast food place came out with like a barbecue honey, like chicken tacos too. And this one also has honey. So I was like, wow, we are right on trend.
Honey's very trendy right now.
Yeah, and what I love about it, it's a pantry staple. So everybody just has it. Okay, so this is gonna go, this is our air fryer rack. You get 2 of these with the air fryer. I like to line it with foil for easy cleanup. You don't always have to do it, but. Okay, and then I'm just gonna prep my chicken. Spread this out. Also, if you have like little tiny particles that might fall through the cracks, foil is a great way to protect that from happening. Okay. And then I got 2 pounds of chicken thighs right here. Put in the chat if you guys love chicken thighs. I always say it's kind of hard to mess up chicken thighs when you're cooking them because they have a little bit more fat and they stay really juicy and they don't get as dried out as when you're cooking chicken breast. They also tend to be a little bit more budget friendly too. So you can get a lot of them, get a lot of bang for your buck. We love that. Okay, this one I'm gonna add a little bit of oil, I think another tablespoon. Speaking of honey, we're jazzing it up today with some hot honey. It's just a cool thing that we had in our kitchen. If you guys love hot honey, you could try that too, or regular honey is fine. It's about 2 tablespoons. And then another tablespoon of the chipotle rub. I love recipes that kind of reuse same ingredients, like the chipotle rub is in the corn and in the chicken, so it makes it easy. Give this a toss. You guys should also put in the chat, are you guys team hard shell or team soft shell for tacos? What are you, Erin?
Soft shell.
Me too. I like a soft burrito. But there's a time and a place for a crunchy.
Listen, I'll have either.
She's not going to turn it down.
Whichever I have.
She's definitely not going to turn it down.
Absolutely.
So this is just the air fryer sheet pan that comes with the deluxe air fryer and oven. I wonder how much food this fits. Like, this is 2 pounds. As you can hear, the air fryer is preheated. So we're ready to put everything in. I'm gonna put on my oven gloves. Have you guys seen our oven gloves yet? Really nice to help with dexterity. They fit so many different hand shapes, and they've got this added protection right here in this pinch zone when you're putting foods in and out that you won't get up. Okay, we are gonna put the corn mixture on the top. Chicken goes on the bottom. Perfect. Okay, while that cooks, I'm gonna chop up some cilantro. Swipe down my board a little bit. Sometimes I think chopping things like cilantro and parsley can be a little tricky because they're so fine and they can be like bouncy herbs, but I'll show you how I like to do it. And I'm gonna show you with my new very favorite knife. This is our Foundations knife set. This is gonna be your chef's knife. I wanna show you a couple reasons why this is amazing. First of all, it's gorgeous. Second of all, it's got this full tang. So full tang just means that the metal runs the whole entirety of the knife. So some knives, it stops here. A really nice quality knife like this is gonna have this full tang. It helps with control of the knife. So where you're supposed to hold the knife for best control, durability, and longevity of the knife. So these all have a full tang. You also have the 4 most essential knives really needed in the kitchen. So we do lots of research, our product team, to really understand like what is that best selection. So you have your chef's knife, you have a bread knife, these amazing serrations so you don't crush your bread when you're cutting it. I just had the utility knife right here, and then you have a paring knife. In addition, this thing converts. So you can keep it, this little slim design on your countertop, or you can fold it and put it into your drawer. Take the knives out when you fold it and put them into your drawer. I was just showing you really quick. Okay, let's chop up some cilantro. So one thing about chopping cilantro is it's okay to have some stems in there. The stems actually have a really nice flavor. Sometimes the stems can be even more potent than the leaves. So that's kind of cool. You don't have to go through all the trouble of making sure all the stems are off. I like to put it in a bundle it up. Okay, and then you're just gonna start chopping. Kind of a rocking motion away from your hands. You can bundle it up again until it gets pretty fine and you really can't bundle it anymore. It's already almost there. So when it gets to that point, just want to keep your hand in place, chop away. I love this. I don't know about you, but this is like so relaxing to me to just chop away. It smells so good. The more you break down that cilantro, it's releasing like its aroma and its flavors. To get it really fine, because this is going to go into the corn salsa. You don't want to be biting into big leaves of cilantro. You can also snip these. You can snip them with shears. It's a nice shortcut way if you don't find this therapeutic like I do. Sorry, you want to use the back of the knife to gather it so you don't dull it. Okay, that's looking pretty. I mean, I made a mess, but what else is new? Okay, that's looking great. Our food is still cooking, but we have a finished version to show you. We're going to keep it cooking because why not? So we've got our corn mixture, and we're just going to go ahead and put that back into the bowl and mix it up with some cilantro and lime. Look at how nice and charred that's looking. When you char corn, you really bring out like its sweetness. Completely changes the flavor. If you guys are really neat in the kitchen, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Okay, we're gonna add our cilantro. It's about a 1/4 cup. I'll clean up when we cut to Erin. I promise. And then lemon juice. I'm gonna put it in our citrus press. Always put it flesh side down so you get the most juice out of it. Amazing. And I love the rubs and seasonings because usually in something like this you'd have to add like a little bit of salt to pair with it, but our rubs and seasonings kind of take care of it all. They're like a one-stop shop. Such a shortcut. Ooh, that looks great. All right, even the mess is bothering me. Clean that just a little. Then we're just gonna chop up our chicken. Put these in our bowl with our salad chopper, which I love because it really creates like the effect of pulled chicken. So cool. Put in the chat if you guys have the salad chopper and what else do you guys use it on. Of course, it's great on lettuce, all types of chicken, pork. You can even use it on like tomatoes. Do you guys use it on like cooked tomatoes? Okay. So our salad choppers are great because they fold up like this for easy storage. And then they're spring loaded. So I'm like putting in no effort right here. So if it's tough for you, maybe it's tough for you to chop things or you have hand pain, this is a great tool to be able to get things all chopped up easily and quickly. All right, Erin, what do you think? Do you want to build a taco with me?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Put in the chat if you guys saw our little commercial for this event. We had fun making that, but Erin's,
I need some help.
Erin's got to make up for her taco.
I'm hungrier this time, so I think I'll be able to add more.
She already ate lunch last time, so it didn't work out so well.
It was 10 seconds, come on.
Next time we'll make it longer. Okay, you got a plate there. Grab a plate.
Here's a plate for you.
Thank you. And then we also have chips. Will you bring out the chips and dip too?
Absolutely.
You can't have a taco bar without the chips and dip. Let me put that right up there.
Oh, look at that.
Gorgeous. On our stoneware chip and dip platter. Erin's going to talk a little bit more about this. I think it's on sale this month. This is amazing too because you can bake on this. It's not just for presentation. An amazing Pampered Chef ring recipe. Bring it out and serve it.
Less dishes to have to clean later. So
Take
nice.
A tortilla.
Ooh, nice and warm.
If you guys don't have our tortilla warmer, there's a whole package of tortillas in here. Just warm them up for a minute. You can also put pancakes, dinner rolls in here.
Ooh, pancakes would be great.
Really easy. All right, what are you gonna put?
I'm gonna follow your lead this time.
Okay. We're gonna be fast this time too. We gotta be fast.
Do I get at
because
least
we
maybe
have
like
more
15 seconds?
Yeah, we have more things to get to.
You're
I have
right,
to clean
you're
up
right.
this mess too. I'll let you.
It's
I'll
so
let
hard
you go.
to choose.
Yeah,
It's
you
so
go.
hard to choose. All right, I'll start with the basics first.
Put in the chat. What are we missing here in our taco bar? What else would you guys have? If you say guac, that's the right answer. 'Cause we're going to show you that in just a minute. Okay. Oh, and this is our store and serve. So this is part of our prep and store system, which makes an awesome kind of bar meal. Taco bar, potato bar, pasta bar. It comes with these containers, and then the base fits 2 cooling inserts. You keep these in the freezer. These are frozen, and when you take them out and put your food on them, it keeps your food cool for 4 to 6 hours. So you can have your guests come over, graze, and not worry about these things getting too warm. I also just like it for like throughout the week meal planning.
Yeah, so
prep
easy.
your
Just go in there, grab it, not to
Yeah.
think about it the night
So
before.
easy.
Much better,
That's so
right?
good, Erin.
I was gonna say I needed your validation there.
Thank you very much, Erin.
Can't wait to eat this.
I appreciate that. Okay. I think it's time for you to share, actually.
Yeah,
how
absolutely.
We can get our hands on some of these
Yeah, so we
products.
just got to see some really exciting products in action, and really my favorite, I'm sure it's a fan favorite too, that deluxe air fryer and oven. Seeing it in action just really doesn't get old. And when you host a party this month, you can actually get it at 60% off. So hosting is the best and most affordable way to get your hands on this hot new product. Or you can use that 60% off towards any of our other small appliances, like that twist and chop that I'm seeing you all share so much love about. You can also get that off at 60% off. So make sure you reach out to your consultant this week. There's plenty of time to get a party booked this month, so go ahead and reach out. And as Sandy mentioned, we also have our Entertaining Essentials sale happening all month long. And that's 15% off select products that are perfect for entertaining and spring get-together, so you don't want to miss out on that. All right, Sandy, I think it's time for my favorite part of the night, margaritas.
Margaritas! All right, let's do it. We're just getting set up because we're going to make margaritas and guac. Those were the two things missing. So if you answered that correctly, you guys get a star. Okay, just about ready. Okay. All right, we're going to make, this is one of my favorite margarita recipes in our deluxe cooking blender. So put in the chat if you guys have the blender or you've tried this recipe. It's really simple. I need my ice. Let me grab my ice. So we're gonna actually start with, we've got a cup of tequila, and here's a great tip. You can keep your tequila and triple sec in the freezer. So that way it's not gonna like water down your ice. It's gonna keep everything nice and chilled, because if you just take it room temperature, it's not gonna keep everything icy. So that's a great tip. 1 cup tequila. Don't worry, this makes 6 servings, so this is not just for me. I've got a show to finish. And then we've got half a cup of triple sec, which is just orange liqueur. And then what else do we have? Agave. Again, I happen to have some hot honey, so I'm just gonna go with this. It's a 1/4 cup. Agave is so similar to honey, comes from the agave plant. But again, I have the hot honey and I like a really spicy margarita. And then we've got 3/4 of lime juice in my citrus press, or my juicer. I always get those mixed up. And then about 6 cups of ice. Let me get a little tool for this. So our blender does do so much more than margaritas, although it does make a great margarita. You can make your own nut butter with our grind setting with just peanuts and a little bit of salt, or almonds or cashews or whatever type of nut butter you like. It also has a soup setting that you could just put raw vegetables, some broth or water, some seasonings, and make amazing soup. Also a sauce setting. Nacho cheese would be great with this whole taco bar setup. We have an amazing nacho cheese sauce. What else? And it even washes itself with the heated wash setting. It's gotta be one of my faves. Okay, so this, oopsies. We're gonna come on over in the front, turn this guy on. This is gonna go on our custom blend setting, all the way up to 9, just about 20 seconds. Yeah, that's looking great. We have any love for the margarita in the chat?
Oh, of course, we have love for the margarita in the chat.
It is Taco Tuesday. Look at that, guys.
You need to have a margarita with your tacos, right?
Okay, Erin. So beautiful. Here you go.
Thank you.
Happy Taco
Cheers.
Tuesday. Yum. All right, last but not least, we have to have some guacamole, and I just happen to have the perfect new products to help us make amazing guacamole and serve and store it as well. So let me just get situated. We have also, in addition to this barbecue chicken taco recipe, a brand new recipe called Guacamole Variations. And it's got a roasted corn version and a barbecue bacon version and a spicy pineapple version. That's what we're gonna be doing now. So first things first, put in the chat, would you guys try spicy pineapple guacamole? It's a little controversial. You could do it with mango too. I love the sweet and spicy together, don't you?
Oh, I love it.
It's so fun.
I love the spicy. The hot honey is definitely something that I like. I like a little bit of pomegranate sometimes.
Oh yeah,
in my
you could do that.
Fruit is just great.
Yum. Okay, so what's gonna help us do this all is our everything but the guac set, which is gonna come with our avocado tool, which helps you slice and pit your avocado, your mix and masher, which is gonna go ahead and mash up your avocado. This is also great to make applesauce, purees, mash up bananas for banana bread, your everything, or your guacamole seasoning mix, 1 tablespoon per avocado, and then our new guacamole serve and save, which I'm gonna show you how it works in just a sec after I add my guac. So let's just cut up the pineapple really quickly. Pineapple wedger, put in the chat if you have this. This saves so much time to help you peel, core, and slice your pineapple. So I like to cut my pineapple in half. I already diced half of it and put it in my resealable silicone bag. I'm gonna freeze that, put it for smoothies or more margaritas, because you only need about a half a cup for this. Okay, then you're gonna go ahead and put this base on it to release it. There you go. Guys, tell me you can't cut that pineapple that quickly without this tool. So simple. And then I'm just gonna dice it up. Sorry. Okay. I just got some cilantro in it. It's gonna be okay. You know what else I learned? That this core is actually edible. But
Really?
it's a little rough and tough. So like you can cut it up and add it to smoothies, or you can like grate it over your yogurt.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It's kind of fun, right?
Yeah.
All right, just gonna dice up, guys. And this knife, I can't even tell you how easily it glides through everything. Just gonna cut these into really tiny pieces. And as small as you can get. I just keep kind of cutting them into planks and then lining up the planks. I'm gonna do one more, and then that should be about a half a cup. And you could also just use canned pineapple for this too. It's okay. I just love fresh pineapple though. Okay, that's looking like about a half a cup. So let's make our base, which is gonna be, this is 2 avocados and then 2 tablespoons of our guacamole seasoning. I love this because it just takes the place of salt, cilantro, lime juice. Oh, I said 2, right? Anything that you would put in your typical classic guacamole. And it's all shelf stable. So all you need is an avocado. Oh, I gotta add 1 more avocado. So to make sure you have the perfect avocado, you have to make sure it's pretty dark green, almost black. And then when you touch it, light pressure, it should give to this light pressure. See this? That's pretty good. This is our avocado tool. I always like to keep the avocado right on the board to keep it safe and just give it a spin. Oh, beautiful. Does anyone else get really excited when they cut into a great avocado? I usually take a picture of it. Oh, look, and I just pitted it right here with the pitter. And then you want to take the serrated end as if you want to cut it up, and then there's a non-serrated end just to scoop that avocado right out. Oh, that's perfect, guys. I get excited by chopping cilantro. I get excited by avocados. I guess I'm in the right job. Okay, that gets all mashed up. And then we're just gonna add our pineapple and a little bit of everything taco seasoning. That'll give the spice that we want. I would just chop up the rest of that pineapple and throw it in that bag and freeze it. I think Teaspoon? Tablespoon? How much was this? I'm gonna add about a tablespoon because I like it spicy. This everything taco seasoning is really great for guacamole, for just making your meat mixture for your tacos. Oh, that's it. So good. All right, so let's get into the magic of this guacamole serve and save. Come on over here. So it comes with your base, then it has an elevator, and it has a lid. So we're just gonna go ahead and add our guac to the base. And really, just like the name says, this is great for two reasons, to serve and to save. Put in the chat if you guys have struggled so much with keeping your leftover avocados or guacamole. And that's because the flesh of an avocado has an enzyme. When it's exposed to the air, oxidized, it turns that yucky color. Well, we've got you covered. Okay, so if you're just gonna serve this for a party, go ahead and put it on the elevator. I would just kind of push it up like that so people don't get their knuckles or their hands digging into a bowl of guacamole. Kind of like that. So then when it's time to serve it, you're gonna put your lid on. And then you're gonna press all the air out. It might even come through the top. That's okay. You could eat it. A little bit more air in there. That's good. I could just scrape that off. And then into the fridge you go. And it's not exposed to the air at all, and it's gonna keep it nice and fresh. That was so good. We did a lot.
We did a lot.
I haven't even had my margarita yet. What if
No.
people want to get their hands on this amazing guacamole set?
Yeah, well, the great news is actually tonight we are giving away 3 of the everything but the avocado guac kit that you just saw Sandy using. So exciting. I know everybody's going to want to get their hands on this. So let's get into our giveaway winners for tonight. Our 3 lucky winners are Lauren Schroeder, Caitlin Forsyth, and Angela Zarati. Congratulations, everybody. We will be reaching out to you after the event to get all of your information, and your reward will be sent right to you. Thank you for joining us. We are actually going to get into our Q&A session for tonight, but first, if you really enjoyed this event, make sure you reach out to your consultant to see how you can get involved with more live events this month. We have these every single Tuesday at 7 p.m. So reach out to your consultant to learn more. All right, Sandy, are you ready for some questions?
I don't know. That was a lot.
I'll start with an easy one.
Okay.
I'll first start with asking you, we got a lot of love for that cooking blender. I love the cooking blender. I make soup in it all the time. The cheesy potato soup recipe.
I know, you were just
is
telling me.
my favorite. I love it so
So
much.
fresh.
What do you love making in that blender?
I love making nut butters. Smoothies are great because it is so high powered, so it takes less time and really gives you amazing results. There's also a hidden veggie marinara sauce that I love. It's a homemade pasta sauce, and you hide carrots and zucchini in there.
Perfect
And
for the kids.
not only would you not know, it tastes really, really good.
Yeah.
Because it's got a cooking function. It
Uh-huh.
actually heats and cooks your food.
Talking about the functions, and this just might be a comment for me because I love this thing so much. That self-cleaning option that it has on that. Can you talk a little bit about that?
So you just add some water, a couple drips of soap, and then you hit the heated wash, and it's gonna go ahead and heat and blend and clean it until it's done, and then it'll beep and you're done. You just rinse it off and it's cleaned. So that's
Incredible.
an amazing feature.
It's such
Yeah.
a game changer,
Yes.
it really is. And then since we were able to give away a few of these, can you just remind everybody what's included in that guac kit? It's about 4 items.
So you're gonna get the new guacamole serve and save. You're gonna get the avocado tool, the mix and masher, and then the guacamole seasoning. Sorry for the dirtiness, but it's really all you need to make, serve, and store amazing guac.
Yeah.
So
Amazing.
good.
To talk about the different knives again, people are just loving this feature. And can you just talk just lightly about like what type of things you would use that knife for specifically versus some of these other knives?
Yes, your chef's knife is going to be your workhorse of your kitchen, we like to say, for all your slicing, dicing, and chopping needs. So especially for your harder, bigger items like potatoes, sweet potatoes, this is going to be your it's my go-to for everything. But then for smaller jobs, where's my utility knife? Your utility knife will be fine. Like if you just want to cut up an apple, this is going to be your go-to. Maybe if you have like a smaller zucchini, you could use this. And then you always want to have a bread knife, a nice serrated knife like this to cut through bread. especially like baguettes, big loaves of bread, because you're going to use a different motion. You're going to use the sawing motion so you don't crush your bread. And then your paring knife is just for even little tiny, more precise jobs in your kitchen too. So again, lots of nice research to understand what are those 4 knives people use the most, or what are also those knives that will get you started in the kitchen, and these were the selection.
Yeah.
They're amazing. Like every time I use them, I'm like, I don't even have to put through any effort at all.
Oh,
like
not
cutting
at all.
through a watermelon or
The bread one that you were saying, I'm really into making sourdough right now.
Yes.
And it's always so tricky to get through those slices, but this knife is just
especially
a
after you
game
put
changer.
through all that care to make the bread. You need
Right? It
something
feels
nice.
wrong to just.
It does. Yes.
All right, just one more, and I think I'm gonna make you pull another dirty dish, so I'm sorry about that. But that oil dispenser, we got a lot of chat going on with that dispenser. Can you just kind of show that again and just kind of show like how that works and the button that you kind of press?
Yeah, so this is great for oil or vinegar, and it's nice because you press a button and it's just gonna squeeze the oil up and measure it for you. So there's measure markings: teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoons, and 3 teaspoons, which is a tablespoon. So just really easy. I love it for making salad dressings or even just oiling your pan, because sometimes you think that you can eyeball what's 1 or 2 tablespoons, but sometimes you don't. So this is a great way to do that.
It's nice and sleek to
It's
keep
pretty.
on your counter
Yeah,
too.
really pretty.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, that's all the questions that I have for you
Awesome.
tonight. A lot of hungry people, a lot of people wanting some of our margaritas. I don't blame them.
Wish we could share.
I know. All right, well, don't forget, everybody, that there will be a survey that pops up at the end of this event, so please go ahead and fill that out. We want to make sure that we're giving you the best experience every week.
Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.